John Farrell with the Farrell Law Firm. Today we're going to talk about what to do when your spouse dies. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We put out new videos almost every day. And make sure you hit the like button because, hey, every like helps. John Farrell with the Farrell Law Firm. To tell you a little bit about myself, I'm the author of Estate Planning for the Modern Family, and I was recently voted one of the top 3 lawyers here in Cobb County, Georgia, along with the law firm being voted one of the top 3 law firms here in Cobb County, Georgia. Today, we're going to talk about what to do when your spouse dies. When a spouse passes away, thinking about the estate might be the last thing on your mind. And while it's necessary to give yourself ample time to process the loss of your partner, it's also very important to talk with your estate planning attorney sooner rather than later, or you might be facing some pretty unpleasant consequences. There are many immediate tasks at hand after the loss of a spouse, such as notifying their friends, family, and colleagues, making funeral arrangements, and managing all the accompanying grief that arises. It can be dangerous to take estate-related matters into your own hands. This is often too difficult a time to pay attention to the paperwork and legal details that need to be attended to. Surviving spouses may have the urge to settle outstanding issues themselves, but small mistakes made during these exhausting times can cause serious problems down the road. Here are a couple of the most common improper ways of handling a deceased spouse's estate that can lead to major issues. Acting slightly out of accordance with the law, even by mistake, can make you vulnerable to the appearance of having conducted bad behavior. Additionally, you could put your own personal estate and assets at risk by performing your duties as an executor incorrectly. Estate planning attorneys can remove the guesswork for you. That's why it's a crucial time to lean on the support of your estate planning attorney. It's our job to use our extensive training and experience to make sure your family's estate is well cared for. Let us take the initiative to ensure the smooth transition of his or her wealth and resources. Here are the essential basics we will cover, along with time-sensitive developments that could affect your and your spouse's estate. Number 1, shoring up licenses, addresses, and accounts. This includes notifying the post office, IRS, and Social Security office, as well as handling his or her email and social media accounts. It's also a good idea to contact his or her employer about benefits and pensions. We will work with you to take stock of outstanding credit and debts, although you may not necessarily want to pay any debts until you've had a chance to speak with us. Health insurance is also a crucial area to cover, as canceling policies can be time-consuming. These tasks can be completed without the help of your estate planning attorney, but we are available to assist you with any questions you may have during these processes. Number 2, learning your exact role in your spouse's estate plan. Once we formally meet to begin the process of executing the directives and transfers delineated in your spouse's estate, we must go over the wills and trusts contained within it and clarify your specific legal and fiduciary role in carrying out his or her wishes. We will also assess the need for probate and, if needed, begin that judicial process at the appropriate time. Number 3, investigating the possibility of a late election under Revenue Procedure 2017-34. Portability is the term used to describe a surviving spouse's ability to take on the deceased spouse's unused estate tax exemption and transfer it to your own plan. If you haven't elected portability since it came into effect in 2011, there may still be time to take advantage of it thanks to a new IRS regulation. This rule allows surviving spouses to file a late portability election, which can, in turn, save significant taxes and create new opportunities for additional planning. Even if your spouse passed away several years ago, you might be able to take advantage of the new regulation. Number 4, beginning any necessary collaboration with other pertinent advisors. If the deceased spouse worked with other professionals like a tax or financial planner, it is important to get in touch with them to make sure the whole advisory team remains on the same page throughout the process. The period immediately following the loss of a spouse is one of the most difficult challenges life puts in our paths. Concern yourself with the personal aspects of grieving and healing, and know that you aren't alone when it comes to the complicated and often confusing task of sorting out his or her estate. In fact, you're far from it. That's really all we have to talk about today. If you've watched our videos for any amount of time, then you know what we do is we help people plan their estates. To do that, we've created a book called Estate Planning for the Modern Family. You're going to want to get a copy of this book, so I'm putting a link in the description below so you can order it online. It will tell you all about wills, trusts, powers of attorney, and the probate process. It also comes with a bonus. The bonus is if you have trouble sleeping at night, you can read it and it will get you right to sleep. So make sure you read it in the morning. If you want to learn a little bit more about the firm or maybe schedule a free consultation for yourself, give us a call at 678-809-4922. That's 678-809-4922. I'm also putting a link in the description below so you can reach out to us to schedule that free consultation. All right, that's all we have for today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we put out new videos almost every day, and make sure you hit the like button because, hey, every like helps.